What's up, your ILUS Army? What's up, you moneymakers and ILUS family? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to share some of the very bullish, juicy and interesting information about ticker symbol ILUS. ILUS is on the top of the list among the stock that we have been looking into. Take a look right now. Yes, we are down 1%. For 5 days, we are down 10%. While we saw this down the deep into the market, what we see for ILUS is not a huge impact. As you can see right here, we are only 11% to 12% down in last 15 to 21 days while the market was down. When we went down to 38 cents, we were back up about 10 to 15% from my last video, and I shared precisely that ILUS has a ton of catalysts coming up, some of the best information and catalysts that you can imagine. And in this video, I'm going to cover some of the greatest and latest information about ticker symbol ILUS. So watch the full video, stick around. If you're trying to get into ILUS, you definitely want to watch this video. If you own ILUS, you really want to get an idea as to what ILUS is up to. Their executive management team is hungry to get all the revenue and hit the $100 million revenue target that they have. If you take a look at the 6 months, yes, we are up almost 1,000%. That means $1,000 investment in ILUS before 6 months turned into $10,000 for the stockholders. And I know, as a matter of fact, many of my viewers, subscribers bought ILUS around 5 to 6 cents, and I have been covering ILUS since it was 8 or 9 cents pretty consistently, and we are seeing from that point onwards about 6 to 7 times gain on the investment. So watch the full video, click the like button so this video can reach to more and more people. It doesn't really cost you anything if you are part of ILUS Army and ILUS family. I really want you to click the like button so this video can reach to more and more people. We can share this information, research and analysis with more and more people. I am not a financial advisor, but I do a ton of research, analysis, and I like to give back to the community. So do your part, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and watch the full video. Let's take a look. ILUS shared the fourth quarter progress update and upcoming announcements. We are 2 months into Q4 2021. We're December right now, December 1st, and within 2 months, ILUS has accomplished a ton, as you can imagine. Let's take a look what they're trying to say. Merger and acquisition strategy. As you know, ILUS is a M&A company. Basically, they buy companies within the realm of fire mist technology, firefighter technology, and the hardware and the devices and the technology that they support and they are focusing on. The global technology company recently met with their valued shareholders into the meetups, and those meetups were in New York and Las Vegas. We have a couple of videos. One was about 15 minutes, the second one was about 22 minutes, and I shared the updates with all of you as well. They have a shareholder meeting coming up in Las Vegas in January 2021. Following the announcement of third quarter, as you know, ILUS mentioned that was one of their strongest quarter in terms of the revenue that they achieved, and they're not really a long tenured company. They're only 12 months in and they have accomplished a ton. They have acquisition in progress. The company confirmed that they're firmly on track and hard at work to exceed their own targets and revenue guidance for 2021 as an annual revenue. In addition, they have 3 acquisitions closed in the first and the second half of 2021, and ILUS agreed and signed the pre-contract with 3 additional US companies into the third quarter that they were in, and they confirmed that it is in progress and with the process of adding several exciting acquisitions in the fourth quarter. They recently agreed and signed the pre-contract with a large group of 4 companies in the United Kingdom. They are also going to announce more details around this acquisition when they have the green light from their attorney. Meanwhile, the process of negotiating multiple US acquisitions are in progress. And remember, back in the days, they did not really have any presence in the USA, but now they have presence in Florida, California, Ohio, New York, and Texas. So they are now in multiple states, and they have ambitious goal of taking over the way the firefighter works within the United States and the European region. The company is also assessing several more large mergers and acquisitions in UK, Europe, and Canada. They have the meetups coming up, and they do not really shy, doing a great job of sharing ton of more information, including their astronomical deal that is coming up for the European region. Here that is. ILUS also confirmed that they are in discussion with multiple companies with the revenue of over $100 million. The company mentioned that it is looking to make very large acquisitions, usually with the revenue in the region of $100 million. And as I explained in my previous videos, that ILUS is going to hit the target by acquiring more and more profitable company. They have proven track of record. They're in the business. They're one of the industry leaders, and they are looking to collaborate with them for every single acquisitions that they do. ILUS also clarified that it is not already they're only in negotiations with the current companies, but some of those are global multinational companies. So it's not about just one region or one country or United States. Rather, they are looking into Europe as a region, North America as a region, and also Asia Pacific, including Middle East. Now, the company stated that they have planned to go onto the NASDAQ, which is what we all are excited about. What that means is an astronomical price growth into the stock price, as you can imagine, with the significant strength, and certainly not a small fish in a big pond. In other words, what ILUS is working on is an impressive timeline for the first uplisting, and then it believes that in the short time frame, when it has details to first uplisting, they will be announcing the completion, and they'll be sharing this with their shareholders and interested parties. Now, what their CEO mentioned is our NASDAQ uplisting plans are already well underway and on track record, and they have the attorneys and experts with the successful track record in the past who are working on it. The ILUS executives felt it would be best to deliver the first stage of our 4 acquisition strategy before gradually discussing more regarding the uplisting is in progress. Ultimately, they are saying they'll be presenting the full plan of the shareholders into the annual shareholder meeting in January. So remember, in January, they're going to share some of the very impressive and juicy information that can take the stock into the newer highs. I have no doubt that the ILUS will be hitting 50 cents before that, given the amount of catalyst, given the amount of push that their executive team is making at the moment, as we see. And what ILUS is good at sharing this information, they're publishing the video, they're keeping everyone up to date, and they will be sharing ton more information in January in the annual meetup when they're going to hit 12-month roadmap. ILUS confirmed that they are building the group of 4 group of companies, although they'll be expanded into the 5 or more groups in the future. The company discussed it is possible that each of these groups, which are currently at the various stage of the maturity on their own, but they would have potential to spin off and uplist onto the NASDAQ. This particular scenario, ILUS itself would hold significant stake in each of the spin-offs that the company has, which will be up to uplisting, and they drastically increase the ILUS balance sheet, cash on hand, ultimately adding the significant shareholder value for all of the shareholders. Whilst it develops, ILUS would continue to acquire, incubate, and raise the valuable assets that they're good at, they're focusing on, that is strategically slot into the relevant group of companies in future when they do and announce the NASDAQ uplisting. So this is crystal clear as to what they're trying to focus on. And I do believe that this is the right way to make things happen, and I just wanted to share with all of you. The process would repeat itself continuously with the ILUS simultaneously growing their value for their shareholders, benefiting accordingly. Through this process, it is highly likely that this through organic growth that ILUS is looking into. One of the things that you want to notice when it comes to ILUS is they have a strong community. Their Twitter handle has been growing. They have over 15,000 followers on Twitter, and ILUS is not shying away from sharing information on a daily basis. As a matter of fact, as you can see right here, happy December to all of our ILUS shareholder, and we'll be closing out the year with a very impressive note indeed, as ILUS notes onto that Twitter handle before 1 hour. Look at our global expansion video, which is exciting news by JP Backwell, to drop later during the week. So this is just before an hour. I wanted to share what ILUS shared with all of us. And January comes with an exciting updates that ILUS executives are going to share with us. All in all, this is a very bullish statement from Nick Link, who is the CEO of ILUS, concluded with the following: we aim to become the global conglomerate like Berkshire Hathaway, for an example, with the only difference being that we plan truly modernize, disrupt, and dominate every industry we step into. Always remembering that we wish to benefit the communities, families, and individuals that are affected by our technology. All in all, we focused on deals which are benefiting our shareholders and give them the best possible outcome for every scenario that we are presented with. I'm confident that CEO mentions that we are moving into the direction that will deliver both maximum growth and maximum shareholder value. We look forward making a number of very exciting announcements over the coming weeks, and I do not doubt about it because that's what ILUS has been doing for the last 12 months. And for the months that will lead to, amongst the things, except exponential growth, astronomical deals, as they always say, increased effectiveness, delivery of our technology to who needs that the most, and our first uplisting, and they're talking about this uplisting on NASDAQ. It is exciting time for us, but we are keeping our heads down and focused on delivery, and I don't doubt them because this is one of the complex industry that they are in. They're trying to redefine their share restructuring and want to go below the $1 billion mark. As always, wish to thank our ILUS family and shareholders for the support and ongoing momentum in ILUS and the company itself. As you can see, 15,400 followers that you really want to keep in mind that ILUS has a very strong community. You don't want to forget their Q3 and whatever they have announced and shared with us in terms of the highlight. What ILUS is focusing at the moment is the revenue increment by the acquisitions, by the profitability once they acquired the company. They want to fuel their growth as well. The second thing that they're following up with the outstanding share reduced by 78 million. And we already talked about it, how it can help their shareholders if their outstanding common shares go below $1 billion mark. They have 3 acquisitions we already talked in Q3 is in the agreement. Their assets have been increased by these acquisitions. They secure multiple new contracts as well. They're talking on the European astronomical deal that will fuel the stock price once again into the positive direction. I wouldn't be surprised if it starts hitting towards the 75 cents by the time that they announce, because that will bring in a ton more profitability, ton more revenue, and a lot more momentum into this ILUS family and ILUS ARMY community. They're also focusing on IoT, Internet of Technology, and software partnership that is in progress, because one of the components that they also want to focus on is the IP technology and the intellectual property that they own. They already have 3 more potential Q4 acquisitions coming up, so stay tuned, buckle up, and watch it closely. If you haven't subscribed to my channel at this point, I want to ask you to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on some of the time sensitive updates. Hit the like button so this video can reach to more and more people. Now, going on to the next step, they have hired 50 new staff members as well. They're launching training and they're doing more than $3.1 million in Q3 revenue, more like Q4. Close to $4 to $5 million, and here are the numbers. I just wanted to share this information with you, hoping you can make informed financial decision. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.